They just toy with people. They give the impression the games are more competitive than they really are, but they're really not. It's a foregone conclusion. It's
Dragonites.
number one. It's the
Dragonites.
number two. It's the
Dragonites.
number three. It's
Tar
the number four. It's the
Dream Eaters.
number five. That's right. I bounce
40 Torchics.
out of the mix for the moment if they earn the right. Now that
Espion.
is back and we don't see them being too predictable or whatever. And
Garchomp.
this is back in the lineup.
This is
I'll
a
put them
terrible
back
list.
again, but I'm omitting them
This
from
list
this week's
is-
list.
This list is terrible.
I wouldn't say terrible. Stephen A., I'll give you a Stevens B-plus list. This is a B-plus. 1, 2, and 3 is exactly right. Don't change a thing.
It's wrong.
You could quibble 4 or 5, but here's the problem.
Swablu Jackets.
It needs to be in the top 5. Not
Dream Eaters.
Yes.
That's the team you got to take out of there. In fact, I'd put
Columbus.
4 and slide
UNC.
to 5.
All right. I'm glad the media's finally given us the respect we deserve, even if they are just a bunch of shills for the commissioner. But I'm going to give it to you guys straight. This week isn't going to be an easy one. Tucson Sugar Duskulls are a fierce competitor. They have Spectrier. He's a spooky, spooky boy. You even have Kevin Durant, who's definitely going to try to out-hustle us. We just got to go out there, play our game, and show everybody why Stephen A. put us in 3 of his top 5 spots. Okay? All right. Let's get out there. Dragonites on 3. All right, so here's my team for week 5 going up against the Tucson Sugar Duskulls. I put his team right up there so you can see it. We got Spectrier, Volcanion, Durant, Carbink, Swampert, Regice, Skarmory, Machamp, Jolteon, Magmar, and Seadra. I forgot to mention this last week. I did do this last week, but I ended up dropping Pinsir and picking up Liepard. I could never really find a good opportunity to bring Pinsir. And I really wanted a Pokemon that had more momentum. I love U-Turn. I think it's incredible. And I love Prankster Thunderwave also. Yeah, it's just really good. Prankster's an incredible ability. And I really like Liepard. I'm excited to bring it this week. So my strategy for this game, looking at his team, I think... Well, my game plan is if I can just weather the storm of a lot of his offensive threats. He's got a lot of big offensive threats and not a lot of defense. If I can weather the storm of the Spectrier, Durant, Volcanion, Machamp kind of Pokemon, then eventually I'll be able to wear down his special walls, and then Zeraora and Chandelure can kind of just outspeed and take care of his team. So with that in mind, I built my team around specifically countering all of his big threats. So first up, to counter that big Spectrier, we have Sergeant Whiskers, the Liepard, making its first appearance. He's specially defensive. He can take Shadow Balls and Dark Pulses very easily. Knockoff can break a substitute. Prankster Thunderwave can paralyze it. If he tries to set up and I switch into it, I can just Encore. Yeah, really just here to check Spectrier. And then to check Volcanion, we have Togekiss, also specially defensive. Takes less than half from a Sludge Wave, so I can just roost it off. Come in, Thunder Wave the Volcanion, and then I can roost it off and Air Slash it to death. Also have Heal Bell to deal with Volcanion burns and just general shenanigans in case he tries to Toxic me. He brought Thunder Wave Durant one week, so you never know. You never know with this guy. Speaking of the Durant, a little bit harder for my team to take care of. So it's an interesting approach that I have. First, number one is the Carkol. We brought Choo Choo. And my idea with this is that not a lot of my team really wants to take a first impression. Carkol wants to take a first impression. With Flame Body, I have a 30% chance to burn. Also, Spikes, Stealth Rock, and Flamethrower makes this a great switch into Skarmory. I could just go in on Skarmory, set up hazards, Rapid Spin, his away, Flamethrower, force him out. I don't think he's going to bring Skarmory because I have Zeraora and Chandelure. And like my whole team's almost all special attackers. Like maybe he'd bring it to take on Sneasel, but even then it doesn't do a great job of that. So I don't think he'll bring Skarmory. But yeah, so this thing will switch in on a first impression, and then I have to pivot out into Slowbro because this thing does not want a superpower. So I can go out into Slowbro, take a superpower, or anything else that he wants to throw at me, and then force him out with Slowbro. So these two are kind of my Durant checks. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that kind of plays out, because Durant is something I kind of have to dance around, but I think it'll be fine. And then coming in with my heavy hitters, we got Chandelure. He's scarfed with Infiltrator, so I can outspeed and KO a Spectrier behind a sub. Trick, in case I want to trick this onto like Carbink. Carbink and Regice are really his only special walls, and Regice can't stop this, so I'm imagining that Carbink will be the switch in. If I trick a Choice Scarf onto it, it is basically useless. And then Zeraora to outspeed the Spectrier, to outspeed everything, and just hit his team generally very hard. His only ground type is Swampert. I didn't bring Grass Knot, especially defensive Swampert can actually take it pretty well. I just figured I would knock off and then pivot out into Slowbro and be fine. But yeah, game plan is to take a bunch of hits, slowly wear down Carbink. Really just Carbink, because Regice doesn't want either of these, and neither does Skarmory. So really his only defense against me is Carbink. I'm going to pivot around, wear it down, take it out, and then Zeraora and Chandelure should be able to outspeed and clean up. So yeah, that's my game plan. We'll see how it works. All right, everybody, here we go. Week 5 match. It's the Tucson Sugar Duskulls. And here we see his team. Okay, not exactly what I expected. But, okay. No Swampert. No Skarmory. No Machamp. Interesting. Alright, well nothing is going to be immune to Volt Switches and Plasma Fists from Zeraora, so that's nice, because there's no Jolteon either. Regice is here. Magmar is here. You brought Boober. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Let's put this up there. I'm going to copy this link. Send it to the boys. All right, let's think here. In terms of a lead, I could definitely see Carbink coming out. I don't know if Magmar gets Stealth Rocks. I like Zeraora. Zeraora feels pretty safe. The only downside is if he leads Durant, or if he has something that's scarfed. But yeah, so because there's no Skarmory, Carkol is simply going to be a switch into Durant. I guess it can kind of check Magmar too. I don't know if Magmar gets Earth Power. I have no idea what to expect from Magmar because it is a Magmar. Alright, he wants to hold on for a minute and make sure other people can get in here. Magmar gets Scorching Sands. Okay. Zeraora kind of puts in work against this team, as does Chandelure. I think Carbink will be a little bit of an issue, but I don't think I'll have a tough time wearing it down. I don't know if he has a way to get rid of hazards, which is fun for me, and everything is grounded, so Spikes can put in big work. 3 Pokemon are weak to Stealth Rocks. I doubt that he has Heavy Duty Boots on all of them. Do I want to try leading with Carkol? I could see a Volcanion lead. No, I think I save Karkle, keep him healthy to switch into first impressions from Durant. That's what the plan always was. So I like the Zero Aura lead. I can just Volt Switch on anything. I outspeed anything that's not Scarfed. If he leads Durant, then I just go into Karkle, take a first impression, hopefully burn it. That is Karkle's job here, is to burn Durant. Togekiss is my Volcanion check. Liepard is my Spectrier check. Slowbro doesn't do a ton. Slowbro doesn't do a ton here. I don't think a lot wants a Future Sight, so that could be nice. Alright, he's ready. But yeah, Slowbro is not super necessary, so that could be something that I sack off throughout the game. Chandeler's nice. It'll outspeed Spectre, it'll outspeed Durant, make sure that those two can't just sweep me. Let's see, not Durant. Okay, cool. It's an easy Volt Switch. Easy Volt Switch. If he's Scarfed, then I'll find that out. I think I live a hit. Okay, cool. Yep. Beta Diancie. What does this thing want to do to me? 19%. That sounds especially defensive. Let me see. I might just go into Karkle to keep up the offensive pressure and just go into... There's not a ton I can go into. I like setting up a lot of hazards on his team. I guess Volcanion gets defog. I forgot about that. Yeah, let's just threaten it out. Like Future Sight, in case he switches into Volcanion. I'll Future Sight and then probably Scald. Yeah, Carbink's gonna be a little bit tricky to take down. Now that I know that he's switching it into Zero Aura, I can start going for knockoffs. Hopefully knock off its leftovers when it switches in, which will be big for wearing it down. I could have gone into Karkle, but Body Press... I mean, he can take a few Body Presses, but he doesn't love it. And I would love to keep Karkle healthy for Durant, because Durant is an issue for my team. Yep, cool. So there's Future Sight. Now I'm going to go into Togekiss. That is the point of Togekiss, is to take hits from this. I could teleport. I forget my calcs with this. Yeah, I think teleport's actually safer. If he has Solar Beam, more power to him. Again, Slowbro is not super useful in this matchup. Honestly, I think the most useful thing, the thing that Slowbro is most useful for is going to be killing Carbink. But again, I can do that in other ways, just through wearing it down, so I don't need it. I'd rather save some health on Togekiss, take a hit with him. Maybe he tries to double out. Steam Eruption. There you go. Yeah. Easy. So now I can go into Zero Aura. Seems alright. I could actually also go into Togekiss and fire off Thunder Wave. I like that. Let's start paralyzing things. Start paralyzing things. I like paralysis. Yeah, so I have Thunder Wave on Togekiss, I have Thunder Wave on Liepard. If I can paralyze enough things, Togekiss can kind of just air slash its way to victory. If he has Sludge Wave, that's totally fine. I can take one. I think... Yeah, so he just used Steam Eruption. So yeah, look at that. Mmm, delicious. Bam, nice. Not leftovers. I'm gonna roost up. Dang, Togekiss took it like a champ. 55%. Or 46%. That is interesting. Yeah, just a high roll. Modest. So he's probably heavy duty boots, is what I would assume. That's 2 moves that aren't defog, so maybe he's not packing defog on this, in which case, get up some rocks would be nice. Yep. Just keep going for it. Okay. I'm gonna air slash. Flinch him. Now that he's paralyzed, I'm able to switch in and take a sludge wave from this thing in the future if I need to, and then just roost up because I will outspeed him now. So the paralysis is pretty big, guaranteeing that I'll outspeed it. Because this Togekiss is my switch into Volcanion. This is how I check it. He might just try to burn or poison me. So I have Heal Bell. I have Heal Bell for that. If he goes into... I mean, nothing loves taking this thing on. Yeah. This thing doesn't hate it. Oh, man. That's crazy. Yeah, and this is an interesting one. I don't know who necessarily wants to take this thing on. Liepard should have an okay time. Except for Focus Blast. Maybe I should have Thunder Waved there, predicting the switch. Yeah, actually, Liepard doesn't love this. I'll go Choo Choo here. Set up some spikes or rocks. Yeah, eat it up. Does he go for a Focus Blast? I don't think it really matters. I'm just going to get up Stealth Rocks. Stealth Rocks do a lot of work against this team. Maybe I just leave Carkol in, let it die. I don't really need it for Durant because I can just sack off Slowbro against Durant. Because if I can just get layers of hazards up, then he'll be hurting. So this is good. This is good for me. Let's see what he wants to do. Go out into Spectrier. Okay, get my rocks up. I go into Liepard. I am not going to do anything other than go into Liepard ever on this thing. I am sort of afraid of this. It's not the end of the world. If it sets up, I have Encore for it. If it ends up setting up and somehow I don't have Liepard out, or somehow I don't have Liepard anymore, Chandelure outspeeds it. Chandelure is Infiltrator, so Aura outspeeds it, can hit it with a knockoff for big damage. Togekiss is max special defense, so it can probably take a hit. Yeah, not super scared of Spectrier. Shadow Ball, take it like a champ. Down special defense, that's unfortunate. Might go for Thunder Wave again. I don't know what he is expecting to do. If he fires off another Shadow Ball, it's not a problem. I could knock off. I actually like knockoff. Because if Carkol comes in, or Durant, actually, I like Thunder Waves on them. Yeah, I like Thunderwave. Let's go with Thunderwave. Because if I Thunderwave something, then I can just U-turn on it also. Switch out into anything else. Yeah, that took hardly any damage, which is really nice. Yep, get a nice little Thunderwave. Good stuff. He'll probably have body press, so I'm just going to U-turn out into Slowbro. Probably put off another Future Sight. Maybe just teleport. But yeah, it's nice. I healed up a lot of the damage that Shadow Ball is going to do to me, which is good. Lipart's doing its job well. 2 things are paralyzed. That's big. Big for Togekiss. A knockoff there actually would have been better if I was hard predicting the Carbink. Again, I really want to get rid of... that's fine. I like Chandelure here. How do I feel about Zeraora? What are the odds that this thing's scarfed? This thing could be scarfed. In which case... Chandelure would be a problem. Ooh, there's an idea. I actually like that. Okay. So we're going to Zeraora. He knows that Zeraora is faster. And now I'm going to double back out into Liepard. So if he stays in, then that means that he is scarfed. Because otherwise, why would you stay in on a Zeraora? He's not Specs. I know that. From the damage that he did to Liepard. But yes. Because if it is Scarfed, then I can't safely bring in Chandelure on it. Which is why I'm not doing so right now. He's thinking a lot. Yeah, his team doesn't love Zeraora, so I can understand why he's thinking. Maybe he'll just go back into Carbink. Maybe I should just fire off a... Wait a second. Am I being dumb here? I think I am being dumb. Because I should just knock off. Absolute worst case scenario, I think he's Scarfed Will-O-Wisp. Knockoff should kill from this range. So if he's Scarfed Will-O-Wisp, it'll be sad. I still can just full switch on things. And I have Heal Bell on Togekiss. So yeah, I don't know what I was thinking with the double. It really doesn't make sense. I need to recognize more that his team just absolutely hates Zeraora. If he switches in Carbink on this, that's great. I can knock off the leftovers, really hurt its recovery. Yes, there we go. Good thinking, Connor. Now this thing is very much crippled. I can... just fire off a Volt Switch, I think. What does this thing go for? Because I can just two-shot it with Plasma Fists. He could body press me, which does a decent amount, but I like just getting rid of it. 27. Ooh, that's tough. Big tough. That's alright. I mean, I have Heal Bell on Togekiss, so it's not a huge deal anyway. But if that's all you're going to do, I'm just going to do it again. Yeah, I do not mind getting toxic whatsoever. We'll do very minimal damage. I'm not a setup Zeraora. If that is the worst that this thing can throw at me. Very well. So he does have some physical investment. Physical defense investment. Because it looks like I can't two-shot with Plasma Fist, which is unfortunate, but I'll eat a toxic. And fire off another. And then, like, I don't know what he sends out. The animation of Plasma Fists on here is crazy. Oh my gosh, that is so... Okay, never mind. He's max physically defensive. That's funny. Dang, that's nuts. But the animation of Plasma Fist, is it 100% accuracy? Yeah. It always makes me feel like it's going to miss. Because it just looks like he misses. Dang, so you could have body pressed immediately. And then I probably would have just had to full switch out. That did so much damage. Yeah, so he's max physically defensive. Dang. Big damage on the Zeraora. But it's okay. We're taking out Carbink. That's big for my team. Chandelure can now fire off Shadow Balls. And basically nothing wants it. I'd imagine Durant comes in here. I don't see what else can really threaten this out. Maybe Regice. It's notable that Regice has Thunderbolt, so maybe if he's going to fire that off on Slowbro, I can switch in Zeraora and heal him up a little bit. But we should see Durant, in which case we will just go this thing. What? Can you now kill me? Maybe this thing is scarfed after all. Scarfed. Shadow Ball has a chance to kill. Yeah. Okay. So this thing's for sure scarfed. So Liepard it is. Hit. I don't care. Bida boom bop pow. Does he know I have Thunderwave and U-turn? He's scarfed. He's probably gonna switch out. A knockoff isn't bad. But Thunderwave could cripple some things quite a bit more. So I'm just gonna go with Thunderwave. Yeah, I like Thunderwave here. Cool. This thing a Flame Body. Does get Flame Body. Okay, so I'm not staying on this. No, I need to keep him healthy. I like this. I have no idea what this thing wants to do. What does Magmar even... Scorching Sands. Nice. Okay, does he get a... He has Thunder Punch, but... I don't think I care too much about that. This thing. Again, don't super need Slowbro. Thunderbolt is a risky move for him. I think I live it anyway. Yeah. Whoop! get on out of there. And we will go to Zero Aura, and I think I get a kill. I could go into Chandelure, I could go into Carcoal. Because if I go into Chandelure, or if I go into Zero Aura and he correctly predicts with Spectre, that would be sad. This thing isn't Specs, he's not locked into it. It also wouldn't be the end of the world. So let's just try it. He can switch in Spectre if he wants to, then I just go back out into Liepard. Just feels like the safe middle ground play. It's okay if he's able to predict it. I don't really mind too much. If he doesn't go out into Spectre and something dies. Actually, I don't know if Durant would die, but if anything else switches in, then they just die. And I'm also forcing this thing out, which means that it has to come back in on Stealth Rocks, which is not fun for it. The more I can get him to switch, the better. His Magmar also needs to come back in on Stealth Rocks, which really hurts it. Volcanion probably has heavy-duty boots. We haven't seen Durant yet, which is why I kind of need to keep Carcoal healthy. I just want to be able to take multiple first impressions, I think. Okay, yep. Dead, dead, dead. Very nice. Future Sight did not hit. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't care if he predicts it. It does not matter to me. Slowbro's role at this point, I guess, is my Magmar switch in. I never thought that Uncle Zamp would become a Magmar switch in, but he has. And this is where we found ourselves. Slowbro is my last check to Boober. It's crazy. Crazy times. I'm guessing we'll just see another Shadow Ball here, unless he just doubles out into Durant, which I'm more than fine with. Keep taking Stealth Rocks damage. Yeah, totally fine with me. And he switched out first, which means that he's faster, which means that he is, in fact, Stealth Rock. Rip. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not... I could Thunder Wave it. No, because then I just sacrifice... I just sacrifice my counter to... Unless he goes for... Actually, no, I think I'd like that. Yeah, I do this. Okay, so if he goes for... let me try to explain what I was thinking. If he goes for the fighting move, Superpower, because that's kind of a safe middle ground play between this and Carcoal, he would hit Carcoal really big. He might kill Carcoal straight up, but then his attack lowers, so then I can go into Slowbro. Because he doesn't have first impression, he would need to have Crunch or X-Scissor or something, but he would have an attack drop. And then I could just switch out Slowbro, because any of those hits that would hit him, Togekiss can take really well, and I can go into Togekiss. And then even pivot back into Slowbro, and then Slowbro will be at like full health. So, yeah, no reason to risk Liepard here. Just go into Carcoal, first impression, take it, get the burn? No burn, that's fine. Do we see a superpower? Do I really care? I don't really care. He can kill me if he wants to. He might get burned. I'm not flamethrowing because I think if he superpowers, he does kill me. And I didn't want to flamethrower into this. That is precisely what I was thinking. These rocks. Yes, sir. He didn't bring a way to get rid of them. Or you did, and it's Volcanion. You haven't been bringing them in. Boober. Maybe I just get up more spikes. No, I want to keep this guy to take other first impressions. I could go... No, because he has Scorching Sands. Togekiss is looking kind of nice. Just think you get like Sludge Wave. It doesn't. But then what's the point of Slowbro at this point? I like getting off another feature site. Bah. Oh! Or he's dead. Oh! Oh! Nice. That's funny. And I think I can slack off. Oh. Awkward. Dang, I thought I would. So he's got some speed investment. I thought I would speed him. So I'm trying to go for a feature site. Does in fact feel bad, man. Oh no, he's gonna be so pissed. Oh, that's unfortunate. But hey, that's why I paralyzed. I'm so sorry. Oh man. There we go. Future Sight's gonna come in. I think it kills. But I don't know. Yeah. Oh man. Comes in with the Durant again. You go back out into Carcoal. That's a lot of paralysis. In all honesty, I don't think it matters a ton. He would have killed Slowbro, which is fine by me. I would just come in with Zeraora and kill the Magmar, and then we'd be in this exact same position, or I would have killed something else. So I would have just come in with this thing, quick Plasma Fist, and it would have been okay. Having Slowbro, I feel like doesn't really do anything for me here outside of differential, because I don't think it can really, like, any of his remaining 3 Pokemon can just one-shot it, can outspeed and one-shot it. Volcanion can't one-shot it, but Volcanion can take it pretty well. I don't know, maybe between Future Sight and Slack Off I can outlast the Volcanion, unless he outspeeds me. But yeah, super unfortunate. I'm very sorry that you got paralyzed 3 times in a row. I hope that it does not end up mattering in the long run. I expect first impression. If it's a superpower, yeah, totally fine with it. Maybe burn. Well, now it kind of matters, because now I can just bring in Slowbro and fire off a Future Sight. Or I could go into Zeraora. Did we see no Life Orb? Could be Scarfed. Can you do Scarf first impression? I like this. Maybe I teleport, actually. Teleport actually feels safer, yeah, because he goes down to this. Ooh, ooh! That's unfortunate. That's a lot of hazards damage. Yeah, so now, let me see. I guess we do. I'd rather not have anything die. I like differential. He's not Life Orb. Let's assume that he's banded. Togekiss should be able to take first impression fairly well. But I care more about... Ooh! So we predicted the Togekiss. The question is he banded? Or scarfed? That's what I mean. Just going to this. Now I feel like he's scarfed. What's this thing at? 54? Something nice. Yeah, that's hustle for you. Scald. Ugh. What does hustle make the accuracy of Iron Head, I wonder? I feel like Durant's been missing, not really just in this game, but in a lot of them. So I go into Liepard, then feature sight kills. It's a good game. Karkol really did his job, I think. Took on the Durant reasonably well. Liepard definitely did his job. I'm sorry that I don't know why I said that because he's gone. But yeah, quick recap. I think that Karkol did great. He got up the Stealth Rocks and Spikes. You could see how much work those put in. Also took a few hits from Durant. Didn't get the burn with the Flame Body, but that's okay. Yeah, I think he only got hit twice by it. Also kind of served as a switch into Regice. I was underprepared for Regice, I think, but it ended up working out. Liepard did great as the Spectre counter. Especially defensive Liepard was awesome. Able to threaten it out, fire off Thunder Waves, fire off knockoffs. Zero Aura put in big work. Chandelure didn't do a whole lot, and that's okay. Yeah, I think in another world, if we play this game many more times, I think it would, but it just didn't this time. Togekiss as a special wall took on the Volcanion beautifully, paralyzed it, made it basically useless. But yeah, nice 5-0 victory. That puts our record at 5-0. We're now heading into week 6 undefeated. And I think that in week 6 we play against the Atlanta Dream Eaters in Logtata, which is going to be an incredibly difficult game. So I need to start preparing for that, like right now. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about this season. I hope that we can keep up this streak. But until then, go Dragonites.